Big day ahead.
Someone already had a power start. High in energy, 7B vitamins and iron. Kellogg's Cornflakes. Power breakfast.
Here's the reality. Your college degree took 4 years and $100,000. AI
Someone already had a power start. High in energy, 7B vitamins and iron. Kellogg's Cornflakes. Power breakfast.
Here's the reality. Your college degree took 4 years and $100,000. AI
Someone already had a power start. High in energy, 7B vitamins and iron. Kellogg's
South Africa, and welcome to the DA's 2026 Federal Congress. We are coming to you live from the Gallagher Convention Centre, and as you can hear behind me, we are in high spirits. The energy is absolutely electric. Over the past 2 days, over 2,000 delegates have come together to vote for resolutions and policy, but also for the DA's new leadership. In just a few minutes, we will be hearing who the DA's new leadership is, and you do not want to miss that. Make sure that you stay tuned and also be part of the conversation. We want to hear from you in the comments on all of our social media platforms using the hashtag DA Congress 2026. You also need to remember to check your registration status to be part of the mission to rescue South Africa. Go to check.da.org.za and make sure that you check your registration status. In the next few moments, we are going to be hearing who the new DA leader is, and you do not want to miss it. But we've also got a very fun broadcast that you are going to be seeing soon. So make sure you stay tuned. We are going to be going live very soon.
Sibumbane sizophumelela.
Viva Congress! Viva!
Viva!
Viva TA! Viva!
Hey, now we're taking it out. Let's go now.
Asamben,
Let's go now.
Give it up for the Sean D Band! Mr. Imoeros.
Tachi Scubo, Ozwa Ezwazwele, Ezwazwele.
Suguma, Mr. Sia,
Everybody wanna see your hands in the air.
Hey, say, hey, Suguma, say,
Jazza, come on.
Jazza, hey. South Africa, what an incredible weekend it has been at the DA Federal Congress 2026. And all I have to say is what an incredible time it has been. New leadership is about to be announced. We are moments away to finding out who will be the next federal leader of the Democratic Alliance. And all I can say to you is that the DA is ready to get South Africa working.
I mean, South Africa, those watching from home using hashtag DA Congress 2026, remember Jesus, stay tuned, and also be a part of the change by going to donate.da.org.za. I mean, we are joined back in studio by our studio buddy, Kabela Mukhanutsi from the Eastern Cape Provincial Legislature, and Umama Jane, who is the provincial leader in Mpumalanga, but also the Deputy Minister for Small Business Development. Ma'am Jane, how are you feeling?
Yes, I am exhilarated. I'm excited. I don't even know what to do. This has been the most exciting, exhilarating Congress ever. I'm telling you, right now, I feel like I can just jump and fly because this Congress has been great.
I mean, we are all excited. As you can see, it's a mood on the Congress floor because our new leaders are going to be announced. Kabelo, are you ready to see who our new leaders are going to be?
Look, I'm ready, but the music is stopping me because there's no way you cannot move your bones here. And I've got 2 left feet, but even I'm finding a way to move my feet as well. But quite exciting, and I'm looking forward to the announcement as well.
And I mean, Ma'am Jane, what are your predictions for the 2026 local government elections on the back foot of this Congress?
I am telling you, from Mpumalanga to Northern Cape, from Limpopo to Gauteng, from KZN to Western Cape, the DA is making inroads, and 2026 is going to be a game changer. Look at these people here. Look at everyone here. Look at South Africa. People are ready to get South Africa working.
Absolutely. Listen, if you want to change the world today, make sure you click share on this broadcast and send it in every single WhatsApp group you have. The church WhatsApp group, the family WhatsApp group, your kiddies, any WhatsApp group, send it right there. Mom Jane, can we quickly get from you, what does this Congress mean to Mpumalanga?
I'm telling you, Mpumalanga, we already have municipalities that are under 50%. We've got Mkondo, we've got Lekwa, we've got Governor Mbeki, we've got Sifchete, where the ruling party is already under 50%. So this coming election, we are making sure that we are getting those municipalities working again, and we are making sure that we are putting the residents of Mpumalanga first, and we are asking each and every one of you to come out and support the DA. We've got great mayoral candidates, and with the DA, you can never go wrong.
Come on.
I mean, KB, we are here, everybody's excited, but how do we take all of this energy to every South African at home watching?
Look, I think, here's the thing. This, and we have been saying this thing throughout the weekend, that the things that we are doing here are not necessarily just for members of the DA. We are also trying to come up with plans and leadership that is going to be able to take South Africa forward. We did it in 2023. We are here and we are focusing on that as well. And again, the gears that is in here, the electricity that is in here. You know, I almost dropped the mic and jumped.
And I mean, we are looking at the future. The history books are going to remember this exact moment. But Mom Jane, KB, what are the history books going to say about the DA Congress in 2026?
I am telling you, when 2026 arrives, people are going to say, we remember the DA, we know the DA, we've seen the DA, not only at Congress, but at our streets, in our houses, in our homes, in our communities. The DA will be there, and we want you to remember this Congress as one of the unifying Congress that this party has ever had. Believe me, the DA is growing from strength to strength, and there is nothing that is going to stand on our way. As we hit the streets, we're going to hit door to door, we're going to hit every community, and we're going to make sure that we deliver the message of hope and get South Africa working
Absolutely,
again.
absolutely. South Africa, the closing ceremony is moments away. We are about to tell you who will be the new federal leader of the Democratic Alliance. Please make sure you share this broadcast using hashtag DA Congress 2026. But for now, we are heading back to the floor. Mr. Baxter Dada, for the last time this week, my brother, take us home.
Thank you so much, Donovan and Delegate. We are back with me right here on the ground at the DA's Federal Congress, right here at the Gallagher Convention Centre in Gauteng. My name is Bex Notata, and I am your man on the ground right here. You can see the gears is absolutely amazing. I'm joined by the man who's been at the front of everything this weekend. Kwena Muloto. Kwena, you will see the gears is amazing here. How has it been for you this entire weekend, looking at everything from the front row seat?
No, look, Bex, it's been an absolutely amazing weekend. You can feel the energy here at this Congress. I mean, just look behind me. They're on stage, just looking out at over 2,000 Democrats that are here to elect leadership, to decide on constitutional amendments and motions. This is a party that is ready to bring change to this country, and I think the energy in this Congress is also different. You know, Congress after Congress, they doubt us, but Not here, not now. We're now a government we're part that's a national government. We're making a difference at a national level, provincial level, outside of just the Western Cape, KZN as well. And so I think you can feel that energy, that excitement, that anticipation for one, on new leadership, but two, the road ahead to the local government elections.
Absolutely amazing. I mean, Kwena, a lot has happened throughout the whole weekend. What has been your biggest standout this weekend?
There have been so many backs, but for me it was just the quality of the leaders, their speeches, their debates. I mean, our mayoral candidates, Celia, Katu, wow, Katu and Ikreleni gave me so much hope. The whole Congress venue was up, shouting, screaming, and so I really believe that here in Gauteng, but across the country, you can just feel that the DA is ready to bring that DA difference to a town near you.
Definitely want to get your municipality working. It's almost here. We're about to elect the leadership. Are you optimistic?
I'm feeling very optimistic. I mean, we've had so many young candidates as well backs that have put their hands up. And I really think that we're going to see a new, rejuvenated DA that's ready to move into the future.
Amazing. You've heard it right here from our man who has had the front row seat. Thank you so much, Kwena. As you heard it right here, we're having Ges on the ground at the DA Federal Congress, and you know that the vibe is here. We're about to hear the announcement of the new leaders of the Democratic Alliance for the next 3 years. I have been your man on the ground for the past 2 days. Thank you for staying with me. I'm Bex Notata, signing out for the weekend. Over to you guys.
And because we have conversations with thousands of voters, persuading them one after the other of the value of the Democratic Alliance and how we govern better and deliver for all. Over the past 5 years, as your deputy campaign manager and campaign manager, we have together strengthened how the DA campaigns. We've evolved from what used to be a top-down model into a modern hybrid campaign machine that is powered by data, driven by all of you as activists, and we are visible in every community in South Africa. Today, I want to show you how we do it and why it's working. So, we know that modern campaigns require two things at once: clear national direction, and the sheer number of Zoom webinars you deal with me tells you that you do get that direction, but also deep local relevance. Because truthfully, Democrats, strategy without local presence is weak, but activism without strategy is unfocused. So we've built a system that does both. A system where leadership sets direction, but all of you in our structures bring that strategy to life in every single community. And that is how a serious political party grows. 5 years ago, our campaigns relied heavily on national messaging, on media visibility, and on central direction. And it did give us reach, but it didn't always reflect the daily realities voters experience on the ground in their own communities. So today, we have a data-informed national strategy, and with all of the micro-targeting that you're doing, we've done over 200,000 micro-targets. We have community-driven Metso campaigns, and those things give us local intelligence. Since our rollouts, we have delivered 5,512 campaigns, Metso community-based campaigns. Let me repeat that. All of you Democrats have done 5,512 campaigns, and this project hasn't even been running for a full year. We've had 5,004 activities in the Project Metso across South Africa. This means that we have had thousands of visible actions where voters see and feel the DA in our DA Blue working in their communities. Not abstract politics, practical, everyday reality. But of course, all of this is possible because of our polling team, led by the exceptional Johan van der Berg and Angelique Isaacs. And polling really is a game changer, because it tells us what our voters care about. It allows us to test all of our messages. It measures the impact of the work that we're doing, and it ensures discipline across our organization. In politics, we rely on instinct, but polling allows us to test that instinct against evidence. And it ensures that we reinforce our national strategy in a local way, and that we focus on what matters the most. And it's clearly visible in our biggest recent wins. Now, we all remember last year, one of our big wins was stopping the 2% VAT hike. Our polling showed that the voters most concerned about the VAT hike were the poorest of the poor in South Africa. So we acted. We fought against the increase in Parliament, together with my partner in crime, Mark Burke, and the Finance Committee there, and in court. But more importantly, all of you localized local communities, running campaigns across South Africa. We spoke directly to 97,440 voters during that 2-week period. And of course, the VAT increase was withdrawn, and support for the DA increased significantly, because this is what happens when a disciplined organization meets opportunity. Now, towards the end of last year, we saw from polling that there is boiling frustration in our country around how there has not been meaningful economic inclusion. And people are angry that BEE has not expanded opportunity or reduced poverty. So we ran a hybrid campaign. We have introduced legislation into Parliament through Matt Cuthbert, but that was supported by grassroots mobilization, again, through all of you. We ran 90 campaigns and 586 activities on this issue. And we shifted the national debate towards inclusion that targets the poor and actually expands opportunity. Metso helps us turn policy into conversation, conversation into trust, and trust into support. Now, of course, water shedding is the new load shedding. And we know from polling that people are getting incredibly frustrated with water failures across the country. And it's one of those things we decided to act on over the last 3 months, up to and including oversight visits, community pickets across provinces, and a National Day of Action. Our party ran 50 unique campaigns on the water issue. We had 283 activities. We exposed where government is not working in municipalities to do the most basic thing, and that is to just reticulate the water. And we also showed that where the DA governs, water services work. And our visible action has built confidence, and most voters truly believe now that we are the best party to deliver water and to fix our water infrastructure. But all of these campaigns demonstrate something critically important, and that is, we don't only speak to voters, but we are present in every community. We are structured in our wards. We are organized across regions and provinces, and we're building a national campaign that voters can see, and more importantly, our opponents can feel scared of. In election 2024, we registered 450,112 DA voters correctly. Let me repeat that. Almost 500,000 DA voters were registered correctly in election 2024 by all of you. This didn't happen by accident. It's because we planned, we set targets, we committed, we were present in communities with our little tablets helping them register, because this is what a serious political organization does. And of course, in election 2024, we canvassed 3.5 million voters. That's 3.5 million direct conversations. That means we listened to the hopes and dreams and frustrations of 3.5 million citizens. And we had 3.5 million opportunities to persuade them to vote for the DA. And guess what happened? We got 3.5 million votes. And what that shows is our ground organization is converting support into electoral outcomes. And the thing I'm most proud of from election 2024 is on election day itself, Democrats, we knocked on over 900,000 doors on election day in 2024 alone, physically at the homes of our voters. That meant that tens of thousands of activists were working together in a structured way, in a disciplined way, because they believed in our victory. Because we are a serious party that does the hard work required to win. And if we didn't knock on these 900,000 doors, we would not have gotten the support we needed to be in the GNU. So once again, well done. But of course, turning out our voters is important. And on the telephone, of course, we've all seen those Facebook memes. You cannot escape the DA's phoning operation. We made 2.2 million calls to DA voters. Using our VRM system, technology strengthens our organization. We use data to strengthen our targeting, and that all strengthened voter turnout. Because we are a modern machine that combines digital precision with human connections. Now, what does this mean for the next election? It means that the work for election 2026 is already underway and has been for already a year. We're not a party who waits for the IEC to proclaim an election day to go and speak to our voters. We go and speak to our voters. We are constantly building. We have every constituency active. We track you all in dashboards, as you all know. We make sure that every structure is engaging with voters because we have to continuously build momentum across South Africa, because we are a serious organization, and a serious ground organization prepares early. And so, the IEC hasn't had a single voter registration weekend yet, but we've added 75,268 voters to the voters' roll. I challenge you to find any political party that's pulled this off yet. And we still have 2 more voter registration weekends to actually turn out our DA supporters and get them correctly registered. So we're just getting started on voter registration. All of you in our structures are expanding the DA voter base every day, and so our growth is already happening. We've already canvassed 2.3 million voters. At this pace, colleagues, at this pace, we will exceed the 3.5 million canvasses we achieved in 2024. We are on track for a record number if we carry on, because our blue machine is already in motion. Speaking to voters, listening to their issues, we're expanding, we're organizing, and we are growing. So, what do I want you to take from this, colleagues? Something very simple. We have a hybrid model. You identify the issues, we direct the strategy, we use polling, and we turn voter concerns and issues into measurable progress. We have bottom-up listening, and we combine it with top-down results. Polling combined with Metso has given us a structural advantage in South African politics. And what it shows is the DA is not just a party of ideas. We're a party of organization. We're a party of delivery. But we have now become a formidable national ground force, present in communities across South Africa. And if I were in any other party right now watching this on the live stream or on TV, I would be terrified, because this scale, the blue machine, is difficult to replicate. And this is what a growing national organization looks like. So to all of our public representatives, activists, and structures in the room and watching online, your work is building the future, and what you are doing is going to make sure that we win more wards, more municipalities, more provinces, and ultimately, we will become the party that dominates national government because of what we are doing on the ground. Colleagues, this is the blue machine. I thank you.
Democrats, it's been such an incredible day 2 of Congress. How are you guys feeling?
Yeah, amazing. I love Congress. I wish I could bottle Congress up and drink it every day.
I like your t-shirt, Liolo. Yeah, it's a pleasure.
Yeah, representing.
Believe in Joburg. That's
Believe
right.
in Joburg.
We're going to get Helen Zille elected as the mayor of Johannesburg.
Yeah.
Delegates, how are you feeling?
Listen, I really don't think the people outside heard you. Neither do I think those that spend their time on a Sunday night live heard you. Democrats, how are you feeling?
This room is filled with Democrats from every province, every community, and every part of South Africa.
And Nasli, we are united by one vision. To
get South Africa working!
Working for the young person who needs a job.
Working for that family that just wants to have the lights on and have taps running with clean water.
Working for the community that is tired of corruption stealing their future.
Working for the mother who wants to ensure that their kids, her kids, are safe.
That is why we are here.
And Democrats, if you agree with me, that is why we're fighting. Make some noise.
And Angus, that is why the DA keeps growing.
So if we want to create some jobs for all South Africans, can we all make some noise?
If you are here to root out corruption, can you make some noise?
If you are here to deliver basic services, then make some noise.
And Congress, if you are here to fight crime, then make some noise.
Democrats, this is our movement and it is our moment.
And Angus, who do we have up next? Potchefstroom's finest.
Potchefstroom's finest, our friend Johan's finest in the back. It's Vickers Botha! Vickers, hulle wag vir jou bro, hulle wag vir jou.
Gebasiantanda Uyala pastan nesilali manduge Midrand Uyala pastan nesilali manduge Kuwelo Uyala pastan nesilali manduge Desi wangu Uyala pastan nesilali manduge Pasali Lekker, julle. Cool, so this next song, you guys know the words, and I want to know if you have the gees. So if I do this. Someone told me long ago, there's a calm before the storm. Okay. Can we try that again? Let's see. I'm on sound, eh? Someone told me long ago, there's a calm before the storm. Hey, hier gaat ons. Someone told me long ago, there's a calm before the storm. Hey, and it's been coming for some time. When it's over, so they say, it'll rain a sunny day. Shining down like water. I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Hey, I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day? Yesterday, days before, the sun is cold, the rain is hard. It's been that way for all my time. So forever on it goes, through the circles fast and slow. And I know, and it can't stop, I wonder. I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day? Okay, let's do that first verse again. So lekker as julle saam sing. Someone told me long ago, there's a calm before the storm. And it's been coming for some time. And so they say, it'll rain a sunny day. And I know, shining down like water. Are you ready? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day? Nog een keer, let's go! I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain coming down? Mooi, Jelle. What a crowd. Is this the bass party or what? So we all, this next song is a biggie van 'n diep een. But we all have stories about how we got where we are today. And I'm sure this party has the most amazing story of how we got here today, sitting right here and being where we are now. So this song is for all of you from my side. Thank you so much. My name is Vickers. You guys are awesome. All of these lines across my face tell you the story of who I am. So many stories of where I've been and how I got to where I am. But these stories don't mean anything when you got got no one to tell them to. It's true that I was made for you. I climbed across the mountain tops, swim all across the ocean blue. I crossed all lands and I broke all rules, but baby I broke them all for you. Because even when I was flat broke, you made me feel like $1 million you do. I was made for you. You see the smile that's on mine, it's hiding words that don't come out. And all of my friends think that I'm blessed, but they don't know my head's a mess. No, they don't know who I really am, and they don't know what I've been through like you do. I was made for you. All of these lines across my face and tell you the story of you I am. There's so many stories of where I've been, and now I got to where I am. But these stories don't mean anything when you got no one to tell them to. It's true that I was made for you. Oh yeah, it's true. I was made for you. Thank you so much.
Delegates, Democrats, and next, the second round of our 2026 Congress Awards. Please welcome back to the stage Helen Zille and Asho Sarupan.
Colleagues, yesterday we honored the recipients of the Lifetime Contributor to Democracy Award and our star performers. And those individuals represented the best of our tradition, those who've helped build the DA and strengthen democracy in our country. So I think let's give yesterday's winners one more round of applause. Today, our focus shifts to recognizing excellence in performance across our national and provincial structures, and the hard work that sustains our organization and powers our growth. So we begin with fundraising awards, Fundraiser of the Year for the past 3 years. And the truth is, politics is expensive. A political party cannot grow, cannot organize, or govern effectively without the resources to do so. So fundraising is not just an administrative function, it's strategic, because it contributes to the success and the sustainability of our party. The nominees in this category have demonstrated exceptional commitment to building our party's financial strength. Some have raised substantial amounts of money over the period in question. Others achieved meaningful fundraising results in difficult circumstances. going beyond what one could reasonably expect, demonstrating persistence, creativity, and deep commitment to ensuring we are a well-resourced democratic alliance. In recognition of the different ways in which our fundraisers contribute to building our winning machine, the committee has expanded the category into 3 distinct awards. The first category will be the Always Ask Debit Order Campaign Champion for 2023, 2024, and 2025. The second category is the Exceptional Provincial Fundraiser for years 2023, 24, and 25. And our third fundraising category is Exceptional National Fundraiser of the Year 23, 24, and 25. These awards recognize those who understand that building the party requires not just your ideas and your commitments, but our resources to turn our ideas into results. So let me start with the first one from 2023. The Always Ask Debit Order Campaign Champion for 2023 is Councillor Eleanor Huggett from Gauteng. Thank you, Eleanor. The 2024 Always Ask Debit Order Champion is Elsie Vermoeten from Mpumalanga. And the final winner for this category, the 2025 Always Ask Debit Order Campaign Champion, goes to DA Abroad. Can the DA Abroad delegation come forward? Okay, we now move on to the category of Exceptional Provincial Fundraiser of the Year. And in 2023, the Exceptional Provincial Fundraiser of the Year was Western Cape Provincial Leader Tasha Simmers. Our 2024 Exceptional Provincial Fundraiser of the Year is Gauteng North Regional Chair Krazan Bosch. And our final award in this particular category, 2025 Exceptional Provincial Fundraiser of the Year, is Eastern Cape Leader Andrew Whitfield. Now, our final 3 fundraising awards are for the Exceptional National Fundraiser of the Year, the people who bring in the big money. And in 2023, our Exceptional Fundraiser of the Year is someone who might not be known to all of you, but works very hard at head office, Stephen Murphy, our Chief Financial Officer. In 2024, our exceptional national fundraiser of the year was Federal Leader John Steenhuisen. And of course, 2025, last year, quite a big fundraising year for us as well. Our winner for this particular year is Helen Zille. Let's give it back to them. Okay, so now the award that you've all been waiting for, the category you've all been waiting for. Most exciting, the category for the provinces or regions that are recognized for outstanding performance and advancing our party's cause, making sure they have strong structures and growing in all parts of the country. We'll be announcing the winning province or region for 2023, 2024, and 2025. To the provincial leadership present, if your province is announced as the winner, may I ask that just your PEC come forward to receive the award. I'm not sure we can put everyone on the stage, so just your PEC. If you are a region that wins the award, please can the Regional Executive Committee, just the REC, come on stage to get the award. Kindly approach and exit the stage using the front staircase to my left. So in 2023, the best performing province or region for that year was the Free State. to the colleagues from the Free State, and congratulations. Okay, colleagues, we now move on. The province or region that performed best on the various metrics that were analyzed for this particular award in 2024, and I'd like, again, the PEC to be invited to come up on stage, is Gauteng. Okay, colleagues, the final award in this category was a tie between two regions from the same province. Statistically, we sliced it every way that we could, and every time it came out as a tie. So I'm going to call the regions up one at a time. The best performing regions for 2025. First up, can I ask the REC to come on stage? Gauteng North. Now, of course, this is a shared award, and the next region to come up on stage, and you all know it's from Gauteng already, Gauteng West. Can the Gauteng West REC please come up? Colleagues, friends, and Democrats, this brings us to the conclusion of the award segment for this Congress. We'll see you all again for awards in 3 years' time. Thank you to every single one of you who took the time to submit the nominations to help us recognize the individuals and teams whose work is strengthening our party on the ground every day and advancing the cause of liberal democracy. Congratulations again to all of our award winners. Your achievements are recognized by us and well-deserved, and your contribution continues to move the Democratic Alliance further. Thank you.
Here.
Are you ready? Our delegates, we're turning to the next formal part of this proceeding.
Democrats, this is where order matters, process matters, and every delegate, every single delegate in this hall has a role to play.
The DA is a party of rules, institutions, and democratic accountability.
Delegates, we will soon welcome our presiding officers for both Federal Congress and Federal Council. Are we ready?
Are we ready? You guys don't sound like you're ready to hear the results.
It doesn't sound like you're ready for the presiding officers.
Let's go!
Are you ready at the back? Are you ready at the back? Right.
Soon we will be having the presiding officers coming up on stage, so I would say to all the media who wants, this is your chance. First come, first serve for when we announce the results.
Democrats, are you ready?
Yeah!
Are you ready? Viva, DA, viva!
Viva!
And now, for the moment you have all been waiting for, we begin with the election results for Federal Council positions. Please help me welcome to the stage the presiding officer of Federal Council elections, Desiree van der Walt.
Okay. I like dancing. Good afternoon, delegates. The Federal Council has elected its leadership to manage party affairs for this next term of office. The election was fully compliant and free and fair. As presiding officer of the Federal Council election, it gives me great pleasure to announce the following who are duly elected. For the chairperson of the Federal Finance Committee, Mark Burke. For the
Delegates, we now move to our 3 deputy chairpersons of Federal Council.
And the Federal Council has elected the following. They are in the order of the 3rd deputy chairperson, Carl Popheim. The 2nd deputy chairperson elected, Thomas Walters.
And now, for our new chairperson of Federal Council, back to you, Desiree.
So the 1st deputy chairperson of Federal Council, J.P. Smith.
And we'll try that again. And now, for our new chairperson of Federal Council, back to you, Desiree.
Now, and your new chairperson of Federal Council, Asher Surape.
Delegates, we turn now to the election announcements of this Congress 2026. Please welcome back to the stage your Federal Congress presiding officers, Werner Horn and Bridget Masango.
Delegates, we are ready to announce the outcomes of the Federal Congress election of the newly elected leadership. Are you ready? The votes have been tallied, the outcomes decided. We are pleased to say that this election has demonstrated internal democracy in action. We officially declare this election to be free and fair.
first leadership position we will announce is that of the 3 deputy federal chairpersons of the Democratic Alliance.
It's you, Bridget.
The 3rd deputy federal chairperson is Solly Malatsi.
Delegates, Democrats. The 2nd Deputy Federal Chairperson elected is Midrand.
Delegates, the 1st Deputy Federal Chairperson is Siviwe Kwahube.
Democrats, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for your newly elected federal chairperson of the Democratic Alliance. Back to you, Bridget and Werner.
Okay, are you ready to hear who is your newly elected federal chairperson? The duly elected federal chairperson is Solly Msimanga. Delegates, before we get to the big one, can I call on our 9 provincial leaders to join us on the stage? Please welcome them. They've also been elected at some point. I don't know.
Democrats, ladies and gentlemen, South Africans, near and far, now get ready for the new federal leader of the Democratic Alliance. Back to you.
Democrats, now this is the moment we are ready to announce the new federal leader of the Democratic Alliance. This has been a contest between two candidates, and we commend their collegial, respectful, and thorough campaigning. They have both been a true credit to this party as they have stood as candidates. Delegates, it is my pleasure to announce that the new federal leader of the Democratic Alliance is
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now, before I start, I want to start by honoring my fellow candidate, Sibusiso Dionase. Where is he? Stand up, Sibusiso. Can we get the cameras on him? Is he backstage? Is he there? Sibusiso, wherever you are. Come on, brother. Come on. Sibusiso, let me just say, this is a rising star in the DA. I've got to know him a bit. What a cool and genuine guy, and what a positive campaign that you ran. And let me say something about the kind of DA that we are trying to build. There should be absolutely no hard feelings between contestants against each other in our party. In this party, we want the best for one another. We want people to succeed. I want you to succeed, brother. And I know that you are going to do great things in the DA and in South Africa. Well done. Thank you very much. Then I want to say to this newly elected federal leadership team, how excited I am that all of you have been elected. Soli Msimanga, Asho Sarapan, Sibiwe Gwachube, Soli Malatsi, Celia Brink, Carl Popham, JP Smith, Thomas Walters, Mark Burke, and so many others, many of them in leadership for the very first time. And let me say that many of them started out with me in Daso years ago, and we have now ushered in a total new generational shift in our leadership that is so exciting for our party. I look forward to working and leading with all of you, and congratulations. Friends, Democrats, people of South Africa, Batlobo, Bantu Basimzansi Africa, Vriende, wonderlike mense van Suid-Afrika. I am deeply honored to be standing here today. Thank you to my beautiful wife, Carla, who you just met, and our amazing daughter, who is not here, but who is watching us at home. They are my biggest supporters. I love them so much, and they are the inspiration for everything that I do. My mom is also watching from home. Hi, Mom. And while my dad has passed away, I know that he's watching us here. I'm so grateful to both of them for the values that they taught me that guide me still in my life today. And I want to say something I don't know where he is now, but Solly Malatsi, our Minister of Communications. I've never told him this story, but when I ran for office for the first time, my dad, he cut out a job advert from the newspaper and he gave it to me with a little handwritten note. And it was a vacancy at the South African Post Office. And he said, "Son, please rather apply for this job because politics is too stressful." I want to say, Dad, that I'm sorry I didn't listen, but I know that you're proud of me now. My sincere thank you to each and every one of you, all the delegates of the Democratic Alliance, for placing your trust in me. I accept this responsibility with humility, with gratitude, and with a deep sense of duty. I stand before you as your newly elected leader with one promise. However long I have the privilege of serving in this job, I will be dedicated to the mission of building a stronger South Africa for everyone. Because South Africa is truly worth it. We have a great country and we are a great people. And we love this country way too much to see it fail. So together we will build a stronger South Africa. And to do that, we will build a stronger democratic alliance. But before I speak about the future, I would like to reflect for a moment on how we got here today. The Democratic Alliance did not become the party it is today by accident. It was built over many years by leaders who each strengthened this party in different ways and who each added something, often in difficult times and against the prevailing tide. Our party's roots run very deep. From the formation of the Progressive Party 67 years ago, and Helen Suzman's often lonely fight as a liberal voice standing against apartheid, to the Democratic Party, which played an outsized role in the shaping of our Constitution and of our new South Africa. One of the architects of that document, who was even younger than I am now, was Tony Leon. Later, when he was the leader of our party, Tony took a party that just had 1.7% of the vote, and he made it electable by turning it into a fearless party of opposition. At a time when many in South Africa believed that we didn't even need an opposition, Tony stood up and insisted that our democracy would never succeed without one. I remember watching Tony debate President Thabo Mbeki when I was just a 16-year-old boy. When President Mbeki eloquently defended the brutality of the Mugabe regime and denied the truth of the AIDS pandemic, Tony was one of the only ones to stand up and say what others were unwilling to say, that defending Mugabe was indefensible and AIDS was a crisis causing untold loss and grief. I remember watching on TV, completely mesmerized by the quality of this debate. Here were two leaders engaging not in a war of words, but in a battle of ideas. A battle about how the future should look and the values that should guide our country. Tony understood that democracy requires someone willing to speak uncomfortable truths, someone willing to say what others will not say, and to challenge power. Tony laid the foundation for the modern DA by proving that opposition matters, and that principled opposition is never unpatriotic. On the contrary, principled opposition is loyalty to the Constitution. After Tony came Helen. In 2004, I attended a DA youth meeting in Bonteheuwel. At the time, I was still a schoolboy, trying to understand what the DA was all about. There, I remember meeting someone I'd never heard of before, a lady called Helen Zille. We spoke for a long time about politics and activism, and the work she was doing in communities across the Cape Flats. I remember walking away from that conversation slightly starstruck. I had never met a real-life member of Parliament before. But what struck me more was Helen's ability to connect with people. She was as comfortable speaking to people on the doorstep as she was debating in Parliament. Daai dag in Bonteheuwel sal altyd met my bly. The following year, in 2005, I began my studies at UCT. And when I arrived there, I discovered something surprising. There was absolutely no alternative at all to the ANC-aligned student wing called SASCO. No opposition, no competing ideas. Now, Tony had taught us that democracy cannot function without opposition. And so it seemed obvious to me that something had to be done about this. So we started a new movement that came to be called DASO, the DA Students Organization. Now, friends, I wish I could tell you that in that first year we swept the floor with our opponents, but it wasn't like that. In our first election, we were thoroughly defeated, in fact. And I learned an important lesson about politics and life. There are moments when the cause that we deeply believe in will suffer setback and defeat. When the odds seem overwhelming. When it seems it might be easier to just walk away. But those are the moments when commitment to a cause that is bigger than us matters the most. Theodore Roosevelt once spoke about the man in the arena, the person who strives valiantly, who errs and comes up short again and again, but who still commits themselves to a worthy cause bigger than themselves. And that idea has shaped my political journey and my political life since then. So we built on our lessons, and we worked hard with focus and discipline. And the next year we won 2 SRC seats. And just a year later, DASO won the SRC presidency for the first time on a campus anywhere in our country. I say that because it taught me that this idea that many of us grew up with, that the ANC was the natural and permanent party of governance and government in South Africa, that its dominance was inevitable, was simply not true. The ANC could be beaten. And at the same time as that, Helen Zille was showing the same lesson on a much bigger stage. In 2007, I was right here in the crowd at Gallagher Estate in this exact hall. I remember I stood at the back and watched Helen Zille be elected as the leader of the DA. Under her leadership, our party transformed itself from a party known as a strong opposition to a party that could govern. In cities and towns and provinces, the DA began to show South Africans something new, that good government was possible and institutions could be fixed and made to work, that public money could be spent on the people it belongs to, that a government that serves with integrity and honesty can restore hope, where decline once seemed only inevitable. Helen Zille proved to us that strong opposition is not enough. A party must prove that it can also govern. And Helen did this, and as we know, she did it not without a fight. Now, friends, we respect all of those who have led our party throughout its history. So when Mmusi Maimane became the leader of the DA, I had the privilege, the genuine privilege, of serving as his chief of staff. During that time, I learned something that shaped my own understanding of leadership. I learned that politics is not only about policy or ideas, it's also about people. Mmusi had an ability to connect with South Africans from every background and every community. He reminded all of us that a political movement must remain rooted in the lives and experiences of the people it serves. He brought a new voice and a new ambition to our party. And that chapter remains an important part of our journey. And then came John Steenhuisen. Where's John? Where's John? Then came John Steenhuisen. John took the next great step in the story of this party. John led the DA into national government for the first time in our party's history. When he became leader in 2029, we faced a difficult time. We remember it well. Many commentators predicted the decline and even the collapse, the end of our party. But John said, no ways. He steadied the ship. He rebuilt the confidence of our party. He strengthened our leadership. And he prepared the DA for a new era in South African politics, the era of coalition governments at a national level. And in 2024, under John's leadership, the DA entered the government of national unity and began shaping the direction of national government for the first time. John, let me tell you that that achievement will stand as one of the most important milestones in the history of this party. You showed us that the DA will never be content to shout from the sidelines while our country falls deeper into decline. John told us we are here to govern, we are here to make a difference. And he deserves our enormous thanks and our gratitude for leading this party to that moment. You see, friends, each generation of leaders has built something that the next generation could build on. Each generation deserves our gratitude. And I want us to take a moment now to honor all of our former leaders and respect them all for what they have built to get us here today. And now, the question before me, the question before us, concerns what the next chapter in our party's story will be. The question is not whether we can oppose or whether we can govern. The question is whether the DA can lead South Africa. Whether we can become the largest party in national government in future. And let me tell you, as your newly elected leader, my answer is a resounding yes. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. That is the mission that you've given me today, to grow the DA into the largest party in South Africa and to lead a new national government. And everything I do as your leader and everything we do together will be to complete that mission. Now, to win, we must do 4 things. The first is this: we must continue to show that the DA governs well for everyone in South Africa. Where the DA governs, the basics work. Budgets are managed responsibly. Competent people are appointed. Institutions function. Services are delivered. And when we do the basics well, let no one tell us differently, when we do the basics well, it is the poor who benefit the most. Because getting the basics right means that the economy grows and people get into work and get out of poverty. When the fire department answers your calls and actually sends you help when you need it. When the local clinic treats you with dignity and respect and gives you the care that you deserve. When you have access to growing dignity because of better basic services. When your community gets cleaner and cleaner. These things make life better for all and especially for the poor. Over the past 4 years, as Mayor of Cape Town, I have worked hard every single day to demonstrate that we govern well for everyone. We are fixing broken sewers. We built better public transport. We upgraded community sports facilities. We invested in sanitation for communities that had gone without for too long. We made sure, and this one is personal to me, we made sure that children on the Cape Flats have got a safe and clean swimming pool to swim in. Because every child deserves to grow up with a government that truly cares for them. And this is what we expect from every DA government. On the national stage, for the first time in our history, DA leaders are helping shape the direction of national government, and they're making a positive difference. In home affairs, we are replacing corruption and inefficiency with a system that works. In education, we are restoring accountability and raising standards. In public works, we're on unlocking investments and putting public assets to work. In communications, we are expanding digital access and opening doors for innovation and job creation. In agriculture, we are championing South Africa's farmers, and we're fighting the scourge of foot and mouth disease, and we are starting to win that fight. In forestry, fisheries, and the environment, we're protecting our natural environment while keeping coastal and rural communities in work. You see, across every sphere of government, local, provincial, and now national, the DA is proving something that South Africans have long believed. Good government is possible. Competent government is possible. Honesty and integrity in government matters. And hope for a better future can be restored. And that government that works, can build a country that works. And I want to say to all of us as DA activists, and every DA activist watching at home today, we wear our colors with pride. You know what? There are hundreds of political parties in this country. Most of them specialize in just talking. Many of them specialize in attacking us. But when we put on the DA blue, we can know that we represent the only party in South Africa that has actually proved it can govern for everyone. And that is something we can be really proud of. We are not a party of talk. We are a party that gets things done. The second thing we must do to win, we must connect more deeply with the millions of South Africans who have not yet voted for us. Most people already agree that the DA governs better than anyone else. Now, we must win their trust so that they can vote for us for the first time. And friends, that is our responsibility. We must start by listening more carefully. We must not come with the answer before we've even heard the question. We must be more present in more communities, and I mean really present, standing shoulder to shoulder with people, helping them solve their problems. And of course, connecting with many new voters doesn't mean neglecting the people who have supported us for so many years. I completely reject the idea. I reject the idea that politics is a choice between competing groups, or that we must trade one community's support for another. I believe that if we work with focus and discipline, we can build a party that truly represents the hopes and aspirations of all South Africans. Now, we all remember what our parents taught us. Respect is given, but trust is earned. Exactly. Trust is not earned on TV or on social media. Trust is earned the old-fashioned way, community by community, street by street, conversation by conversation, door by door. The third thing we must do to win, we must be a strong and principled partner in the national government. Now, we know that the government of national unity is a complex and a fraught thing, but we must never forget why it exists. It exists because South Africans rejected decline. It exists because people want cooperation, not chaos. And it exists because the alternative, which John painted for us so clearly and which has come true in this exact province, the alternative is a radical coalition of populism and destruction that would place our country in grave danger. So the DA did the right thing, friends, by stepping forward and accepting responsibility. But we must always remember what the DA difference is. In the DA, we are never in government for positions or titles. We are there to show the DA difference in word and in deed. Under my leadership, the DA will fight every day to shape the direction of government so that it reflects our values. And that is why we must continue to oppose policies in the GNU that block our country's progress. We will show that it is possible to build a health system that better serves the poor without taking away anything from those who have worked hard to afford medical aids. We will oppose crony enrichment schemes that see the same politically connected friends making billions, while millions of people see no benefit at all. We know we can build a model of empowerment for our country that delivers real advancement for millions of families. Freedoms is essential to building the future that South Africa deserves. A country in which every person, no matter the circumstances of their birth, has the right and the opportunity to be the best that they can be. That is what freedom must mean in South Africa. The fourth thing that we must do to win is we must lead South Africa. We will not listen to the naysayers, to the people who say that our country cannot be fixed, that the South African dream is dead or that it is behind us. To the ones who say that decline is inevitable or irreversible, we say we reject that completely. We love this country. We love this country and we believe deeply in its future. South Africa is filled, the huge majority of our country, are people who work hard every day to build better lives for their families. And they deserve a government that works just as hard for them. They deserve a political party that believes in our country's potential. And the DA is and must be that party. Not a movement based on empty slogans and false promises, a government based on action. A movement that rolls up its sleeves and fixes what is broken. Now, if we do those four things, we will be strong enough to win power at a national level. And when we win, South Africans deserve to know what we will do with the trust that they place in us. I want to say that my national policy priority is quite simple. We are a country of many crises, but there is one crisis above all others that holds our country back. We know it well. It is the fear that people wake up with every morning. The fear that is with us all the time while we walk in our neighborhoods and even in our homes. The fear that our children won't make it home from school. The fear of every woman knowing that you are not safe simply because you are a woman. The fear of the elderly person who double locks their door at night hoping tonight will be quiet. The fear of the small business owner who wonders whether they should shut up shop and close their business and go hungry rather than pay the protection money. The fear of the farmer who goes to sleep knowing that if he needs help, it will be hours away. And then there are the people who live with no fear at all. The criminals, the syndicates, the extortionists who threaten every part of our lives. They have no fear because they have learned that in South Africa there are no consequences. When law and order breaks down, no economy can grow, no community can flourish, no democracy can thrive. Bringing law and order to South Africa must be our top priority. Not one priority among many, the priority. We must take back our streets. We must restore faith in our criminal justice system. We must break the criminal syndicates that are strangling our economy and terrorizing our communities. We must end SAP's capture and get the criminals out of the police. And we must totally shake up policing powers in our country, because that is the only way we will get criminals off the streets and into orange overalls. South Africa will never become the country we know it can be until we win this fight. For years, we've thought that we must grow the economy to get law and order. But we also need law and order to grow the economy. It is when we beat crime and the corruption that feeds crime that we will see many more jobs being created in our country. Friends, we can win power in South Africa. We can do it, but only if we govern well for every South African, are present in every community, act as a strong and principled coalition partner, and lead with belief and optimism in our country. That work starts now, it starts today. In just a few months' time, South Africans will choose their councillors and their mayors in the local government elections. If we work hard with focus and discipline, we can win more towns and cities than we've ever won before. Right here in Johannesburg, we know that Gogo Helen's going to be the mayor. If there's a way for our opponents to concede the election now, they should do it. And in Tshwane, with our superstar, Celia Brink. And our star, Katu in Ekurhuleni. And in Cape Town and Nelson Mandela Bay and eThekwini and so many others. And when we win, those will be the first important steps on a longer journey. Because in 2029, our people will choose the national government that will lead this country into a better future. And that is our chance. That is our chance to restore hope in South Africa as a whole and build the country that we all know is possible in our hearts. We all know it's possible. Because I don't know about you, friends, but I am not satisfied being a junior partner in a coalition government. Our ambition must be to lead the national government. That is the next chapter in our party's proud history. That is the next chapter that all of us must write together. Now, the journey ahead will not be easy. Sometimes it will feel that every person that we win to our cause, another will be lost to the cynicism and division of our opponents. But we will not falter. We all love this country too much to see it fail. It will take focus and discipline and hard work from each one of us. We will get up earlier. We will walk further. We will work harder. because we know deeply that only our ideas and only our values can make our country work for everyone. And because our love for the people of South Africa, our deep and abiding love for the people of this country is way more powerful than our opponents. The greatness of our country demands our very best efforts. Friends, we spent years. Then we built a party that could govern. Now we must build the biggest party in South Africa, a party that is strong enough to win. That is the mandate you've given me today. That is the mandate you've given me today, and I accept it with determination. I accept it with complete belief and passion for our party and for our country. So let us take hands with one another now. Let's go out from this place to every corner of our beautiful country, and together, let us build a country that works. Thank you, DA. Thank you, South Africa. Let's build a country that works.
Figa, Kanane. We do it like this. We do it like this. Kanane, Sebusele Kanane. What's a winner man? Kanane, Sizo Kumele. Assemble, assemble. Kanane, Sebusele Kanane. Washa, Kanane, Sizo Kumele. Atiman, what's up? Assemble, 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 assemble. Awesome. I see it again. Pumalanga segusele ganani. Assemble man. Ganani. Viva Jordan, viva. Viva. Ganani. Ganane.
Delegates, ladies and gentlemen, South Africans, to bring this historic 2026 DA Federal Congress to a close, join me in welcoming your duly elected Federal Chairperson, Solly Nsimanga.
Democrats, the work in front of us, umunzi. We have a lot of work ahead of us. I want to wish each and every one of you a safe journey home. Those those that are still going to be traveling across the country, we want to wish you a safe journey home. The leader have spoken, the job ahead of us have been drawn, and it is indeed a great pleasure to then get a mandate from Jordan and to get ready to do what needs to be done. It is now my responsibility as your newly elected Federal Chairperson to declare Congress 2026 closed. Thank you very much.
South Africa. Oh my word.
It's been incredible.
It's been incredible.
Wow. Yeah.
The DA new leadership has just been announced.
It's been beautiful. This is what the democracy is and what the Democratic Alliance is completely about. We are done. We've elected our new leadership.
Absolutely. We are now joined by our Congress spokespersons, National Sharif, as well as Leon Beauty. How are we feeling? How are we doing? I don't know what to say.
Incredible. It's been an incredible weekend, and it's been amazing to share the stage with you and Angus and Gwena, and we've just had the best time. We've had a jam-packed program from yesterday to today, so it's been very busy, but successful and seamless.
Yep.
And it's only the Democratic Alliance that can do that.
Absolutely.
Well, guys, I don't have words. I'm so happy. We have a new party leadership. I mean, look at the young people elected today.
Whoa.
I cannot believe it. This is the party that's going to change our country.
Come on.
These are the people that are going to lead us to victory in 2026.
Come on.
Yeah.
This is the party that is going to take over national government in 2029. It is crazy. We are ready to take over. We are ready to bring basic service delivery back to where it belongs, to our community.
But what is also so important is how a lot of those who got elected today come from the ranks of DASO, DAU, DA Young Leaders Alumni, and it just shows how the DA builds and invests in its own timber. It's a new generation of young leaders, but they have been tried and tested in this organization.
100%, Dickie Lady, I agree with you. And it's something that I said, this happened organically.
Yeah.
It's young people like us who joined branches, who became activists in our teenage years. And we grew within the party. And it's this party that empowered us as young people so that we can put our hand forward and run for senior leadership positions.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now we have the local government elections coming up. What is your message to every young person watching? As you go first and then Yolo.
My message to every single young person watching today is make sure you find your ID, you take your ID and you register to vote. You can check your registration at check.vote.da.org and make sure that you register to vote. We'll also have a June registration weekend, so you can also register at your local voting station. And then when elections come in November, make sure to take everybody you know, all of your friends, all of your family, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your side pieces, everybody, and get them to vote.
I mean, Liolo, it's at the end. What would you like to say to every South African who stayed tuned in to us this whole entire weekend?
South Africa, it is very clear that this local government election coming in November is about a government that is in front of you. You are deciding this November, do you want a champion or do you want an opponent? If you want a champion, if you vote for us, you'll be voting for a champion that will make sure that you have water, that you have electricity, that your potholes are filled, that you have street lights that work. The DA is that party, a party that is diverse, that is ready to show you that we are ready to make our communities better, to treat South Africans with what they deserve, to be treated with the value that we have as a party. I'm very excited. I mean, the energy behind me is crazy, but I'm so thankful. It's such a beautiful moment.
Absolutely. Les, Leolo, thank you for being our MCs. Thank you for being our spokespersons. Thank you for being on the podcast in studio with us. Thank you so much, everybody in South Africa. Thank you for tuning in as well.
And let's just say thank you to our activists, to our delegates, to South Africans who stay tuned in, and the whole of South Africa. It has been great sharing this weekend with all of you and getting South Africa working.
Absolutely. The DA leaves this weekend with a renewed vision, with a clear purpose to say to South Africa that we are ready to get South Africa working. Absolutely. From all of us here in studio, thank you so very much.
Federal Chairperson is Helen Zille.